Hello Libra, welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. Tonight we are going to get into your August reading. So this is the monthly outlook. I'm going to take a look at what you may or may not be going through during this month coming up of August. Okay, in your life, are you centering around love, business, career, creativity, spirituality? What is it that you are mostly going to be busy with? Now, this is not going to resonate for everyone, but it is for anyone who has Libra energy in their chart, in their sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars. So even if you're an Aries, or perhaps you're a Capricorn, if you have strong Libra energy, this reading may resonate with you. So first of all, we're going to get out two animal spirits to see what kind of experiences, people, or places, or things you may be dealing with this month. We have the shark. Wow. And we have the camel. Okay. So the shark and the camel, we have water and fire. The shark reminds us about our emotions. Emotions that we keep below the surface, right? The shark is all about those deeper feelings that we're afraid to kind of access, or we may be afraid to let the world see. We may be afraid to acknowledge those deeper emotions, right? Whatever those emotions are. But unfortunately, just like the shark that lurks in the darkness of the ocean, eventually it will come. It will show up, and that is almost when it pounces, right? So shark energy is a warning, right? It's a warning to not repress your emotions lest they come back in the form that you cannot control, right? That is now predatory, right? If you have jealousies, or if you have love, or you have anxiety, or you have something going on, right? A feeling that you're not trying to admit to, it will show its face, and it may not show its face when it does in a healthy sort of way, right? Sort of in a transcendent way. Now the camel talks about the ability to be self-sufficient, to survive in the face of a lot of heat and anger. The camel is a strong sort of spiritual animal in a sense that the camel can go for a very long time in very sort of difficult terrain, lonely terrain, hot terrain, right? And continue to survive on its own strength. Doesn't require anybody, doesn't require any help. Emotionally also, to be able to go through a lot of barren wasteland, right? So, it's a fire animal spirit, but it's the water, the emotion that the camel carries with it. It's the strength that it carries with it, that it is able to tap into without anyone or anything else being around to help it. So it's the highest sort of spiritual and emotional card for self-sufficiency. All right. So there's an aspect of the survivor here. Somebody surviving through a period of difficulty, perhaps loneliness even. And then also this aspect of shark energy, strong sort of water energy, talking about suppressing your feelings and how dangerous that can be when the feelings do finally come to the surface. So Libra, let's get into your reading. I'm going to pull out 9 cards, and I'll be pulling out 6 more cards later on to clarify. Show me Libra for August this year. Show me Libra for August. All right. Coming out, Libra, you are 6 of Wands, of victory, Page of Cups, and 2 of Pentacles. Interesting. The Moon, the Lovers, and the 2 of Wands. Okay. 9 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit. All right. Some of you are coming out of a period of solitude, Hermit energy, being on your own for quite some time. You're used to being on your own. Some of you may be dealing with somebody who is representing Hermit energy. Hermit is also the card for Virgo in the tarot. As the card for lovers is the sign, or I want to say the sign associated with the card of lovers is Gemini. We have Pisces here also in the form of the moon. But at the heart of August is lovers, right? The heart of your month, the essence of this subject of this reading is lover's energy. So coming together with someone, coming together with a lover in that very, very deep committed way. This is a soulmate card, of course, the major arcana 6. And lovers has this strong, strong sort of like when you meet somebody and they really, really, truly are like a half of a whole, that you are the other half too, that you kind of complete each other in so many ways. Deep, deep, deep connection. And also, though, the understanding that it is a give and take that allows us to have this lover's connection with someone can be very profound. Now, let's get right into your reading, Libra. How do you start off your month? You have 6 of Wands, Page of Cups, and 2 of Pentacles. So you're starting off your month in August with a sense of victory in a lot of ways, right? You feel good about yourself. You've won something. You certainly have come out on top, right? 6 of Wands is, it's kind of a reward period, it feels like, right? It feels like you're being rewarded. All eyes are kind of on you, right? And more than anything, it just feels like you are getting what you deserve, something that you've worked very hard for. And I want to say this could be in your work, your private life, and it could sort of be to do with this love as well, right? It almost feels like this lovers here, coming in could be a sense of victory for you. There's a pride here associated, okay? And it feels good. Now, Page of Cups comes in. There is a token of love being expressed here, Libra. It could be that someone is coming into you and letting you know that they care for you. This may be a new sort of expression of love that's coming in. Page of Cups is all about sort of just those romantic gestures, those beginning gestures, going out for coffee, just acknowledging the fact that you care. It can also be overcoming fear in love. So pages are really associated with overcoming fear. And a lot of times Page of Cups can be oversimplified as sort of those gestures, but it is more than anything, it is overcoming the initial fear that we have when we first fall in love with somebody. Fear of rejection, fear that it's not going to work out, fear of putting yourself out there, fear of being vulnerable. You don't want to let them know that you care for them. And so it feels like this is something that is really more the issue here, especially with shark energy at play. We already know that there are some feelings that are being suppressed. And it could be that those feelings right now are being suppressed. But as we get into August, Libra, with this victory here, this victory somehow is giving you, I want to say, some of that courage to fess up and be like, yeah, I'm ready to be more public about my affection. I'm ready to acknowledge my feelings. 2 of Pentacles indicates some up and down chaos with finances the first part of the month, August. You may be juggling a lot of jobs. You may be beginning to juggle a lot of things in your environment. Some of you may be juggling multiple homes, multiple residents, multiple jobs. There's a couple of balls up in the air and it's feeling a little bit emotionally chaotic for you. This could also be some chaos that is just beginning to come in as you acknowledge, as you begin to acknowledge this love that you're wanting to put more focus on. Interestingly enough, we have Page of Cups, Lovers, and Queen of Pentacles in that row. So at the very top of the list sort of is that overcoming fear, and yet right behind it is this kind of, I want to say, short run of financial and sort of instability, or perhaps just having to juggle a lot, right? Things are kind of up in the air. There's change afoot and nothing is quite settled. You get into a period of sort of, further into August, we come to Moon, Lovers, and at the heart of your month and the heart of your reading, Lovers, and then 2 of Wands. There's a testing phase that comes in, I think, towards the middle of the month, Libra, where you are going to really be tested on what it is you desire in this love connection. Moon and Lovers comes in right back to back. There's going to be situations where you really have no idea what's going on, and this may throw you for a loop because Libra, you may be wanting to know, right? but you don't really quite know. Things are vague. The moon is a period of sort of, having to feel your way, having to sort of be courageous as well, having to rely on the strength and the things that you've accumulated in terms of your courage and your wisdom beforehand. And now you're kind of in this phase where you're being tested, right? And some of the reactions or some of the conclusions you come to, you're going to just have to come to them on your own. There's nothing there to help you. There's no hint. Things are not necessarily the way they seem. And more than anything, I'm going to say here, it feels more for me like this is a test. You're going to be feeling like you're being tested. A lot of that is going to be that there's this elusive quality to things going on with this love connection. You just don't know the whole picture. Now, part of that is also enticing for you. We have this Two of Wands here where you're desiring to want to go forward and want to know more and carry on, right? You're 2 and 2. So nevertheless, there's going to be this kind of mysterious quality going on in the middle of the month to this connection in terms of really understanding who it is you're dealing with. We're going to get some clarity on this too. But out of it, you have this strong desire to move forward. You're ready absolutely to move forward. Two of Wands is a strong kind of like follow this passion feeling. It's Mars and Aries energy. And then there's, towards the end of the month, you're going to be coming out with Nine of Swords, which is some anxiety and some worry. There's, again, going to be a little bit of hiccuping here. I feel like this love connection is just, it's starting out. There's a lot of fear associated with this, and there's a lot of unknowns. There's some issues to do with stability, financial stability, or home life stability here that just need to be ironed out, Libra, And Two of Wands, you want it. And this is an absolute possible soulmate connection, but there's a lot going on around it that is just unsure. And so with this Nine of Swords, towards the end of August, there's some anxiety and some worry that this will not come to sort of commitment level, because we have Four of Cups here, which is like you're not accepting the cup of love. Rejection, right, is rejection of love. Is that coming in for you? Is that something that's coming in for you that you are fearing or something? What is going on here, right? And I think part of it feels to me, Libra, like you do in fact fear rejection, right? You fear the rejection once you are ready. It's like you're doing this thing here. I'm feeling like you're ready to go, but then you fear it. You're unsure, but you're ready to go, but then as soon as you decide you want to go forward, then you're back to fearing that it's not going to all work out and that you're going to be rejected. You have Queen of Pentacles here, so there is a feeling of nurturing here for the home life, a feeling of nurturing who you are physically. I want to say, even health-wise, financial-wise, there is a strong Queen of Pentacles energy here. It feels like this could be the person that you're in love with. Something about them helps you, especially with this chaos you're experiencing here. It's like their energy is at the root almost of this love connection also, right? And this could be your divine, this could be in a lot of ways, not your divine feminine, but sort of the person that is on the other end of this connection. Show me some clarity for Libra. Yet and still there is this anxiety here, this fear of rejection here. Show me, again, some clarity for Libra in this connection, in this August reading. So it feels like this is a reading about love, but it also is a reading about changes to life and wanting to move forward. There's Two of Pentacles energy and there's Queen of Pentacles energy. So there is issues with money, I want to say to a certain degree, and the nurturing of somebody's business. Ace of Cups, there it is, your new love. And there's the Lovers again. Wow. Yeah, there's love here. Absolute love, but worry and fears. Nine of Wands, another 9. This is for a Libra who's been on their own for some time, and at least, or even if they haven't been on their own, they haven't been in a real serious love connection in a while, so there's some fear associated with that. There's your divine feminine. Okay, this is what I'm feeling here. So your divine feminine is definitely being represented. Hanged Man energy, of course, and Two of Cups. Well, what can I say, Libra? Don't suppress your feelings. Okay, don't suppress your feelings. There's been a period of darkness for you and unknowing, A lot of that has been at your own sort of making, right? There is, to a certain degree, there's a wall around you right now. There's a fear of going for it. There's a fear of taking down those those protections that you have, right? Those, I want to say, behaviors and patterns, those sort of knee-jerk reactions, or just really familiar ways of handling situations that for you aren't necessarily healthy for the situation at hand, but they've always served you as a form of protection, right? And so this moon energy is really, really testing you now, because this love is so strong. Ace of Cups. Yes, as I have said earlier, I almost feel like this victory, you're so proud, and yet there is a worry here. You're so proud, Six of Wands, of this victory, of this connection. Whoever this connection is with this person, Libra, you are absolutely like, yes, you almost feel like you deserve them, right? You do. And they're probably somebody that you think is very complimentary to you physically, energetically, because there is a victory associated with coming into contact with them. The love is absolutely strong. Ace of Cups. It feels like, whew, really falling in love. Okay, I can feel it even now. Lovers has come in to clarify. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful energy. And overcoming that fear of showing your affection, it will be tantamount and important to the progression of this love connection. Lovers is all about give and take. They've shown up twice in this reading, along with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. Right? Strong, strong connection, soulmate energy connection. Okay? But again, this testing phase here, Empress energy comes in. There's an absolute nurturing. In the middle of the month, you really see for yourself exactly that this person, at the beginning it's mostly the love, right? It's just the absolute smack of love. But as you go forward towards the middle of August, there is this feeling of them being your divine, your divine goddess, your divine feminine, the absolute, your muse. There's a feeling of them being a muse. You can see the Two of Wands is orientated towards the Empress. There's a feeling of you really wanting to orient your life towards this person. And the beauty and the sort of nurturing that is coming from them is so, so strong. And again, it comes out again here with the Queen of Pentacles, in the sense that they help you make your money. They help you be even more. They nurture your health. They nurture the physical as well, right? So this is an extremely supportive person. Queen of Pentacles is also someone who feels very strongly about the work that they're doing. So it could also be that you're getting involved with someone who brings their heart and soul to their own work as well. Right, to their own work. Also, Queen of Pentacles can sometimes indicate somebody who's come from a very, very difficult background. This person may have built themselves up, Libra. They may have come out of poverty, right? They may have come from a very long line of struggling, and so they bring an aspect to their work and to their own way of making their livelihood and sustaining themselves and their stability that is like blood, sweat, and tears, right? There's a feeling of the survivor here. They absolutely can do for themselves, but there's a strong feeling of the survivor and how important these accomplishments and these manifesting these blessings are to them. It isn't that they are greedy or sort of I want to say money hungry or anything like that. It's more to do with where they have come from. So you're also dealing with somebody who's really come from, I want to say, perhaps even very poor standards, poor background, not without much. And this is also adding to sort of this divine, beautiful energy here that you're feeling from them, wanting you to absolutely go forward. Two of Wands. Yet and still, here is your worry. Nine of Swords. Am I going to fail? Hangman energy. Be inspired. Do not just resort to the same old behavior patterns, the laziness. The Hangman is lazy in a lot of ways because he is uninspired. But when he shows up in a reading, you can see the halo of illumination is there. So the Hangman showing up in a reading is exactly at that point in your life where you are inspired. Something has come in to make you, to shake you up and finally get you to do that work that is necessary to come down from this sort of laissez-faire attitude and position. Worry is there, anxiety is there, and the anxiety is absolutely to do with fear of rejection. That Two of Cups is the first commitment you want with them. Two of Cups is the agreement. And I think it's you who wants to give it to him. Absolutely, you want to move forward, but you fear rejection. Do not fear the rejection, okay? Do not fear. Do not stamp your feelings down, shark energy, right? Again, camel's coming back. You may be dealing with someone, Libra, who comes across as the camel, which is self-sufficient and doesn't need you, but you have to remember, if this is a Queen of Pentacles that you're dealing with, if this is their energy, they have come from a period in their lives where they have had to deal with nothing. They have done things on their own. They have had to go for long periods without any help from anyone. So you may indeed be dealing with somebody who comes across with this attitude. And this may be the source of some of your anxiety and worry, but the love is there. And a lot of it has to do with you also not resorting to your same old Nine of Wands position over that moon. Same old sort of behavior patterns. You know, if you're protecting yourself and you're also dealing with somebody who needs you to be a bit more vulnerable and to be a bit more open and forward, then that is where, you know, you may fall back into the same old behavior patterns and miss out on this opportunity. What I'm trying to say is to you, Libra, if there ever was a love connection for you to drop all of your games and sort of all of your ways of protecting yourself and being unsure, this is the one. You have two lovers, Empress, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups. I can say for sure that you know exactly who I'm talking about, Libra, and that you're absolutely crazy about him. But for both of you, there's baggage, right? Your baggage is protecting yourself, and their baggage is having to come from being used to being on their own. They may have walked the path of the hermit for a very long time also. And again, so although they may come across as possibly rejecting you with that Four of Cups, there's absolutely no way to not try for this connection. Show me what's going on for Libra over the next month in August. This is really strong love reading. Spirit of the Rabbit, wow. Spirit of the Witch, okay. And Spirit of the Key, well. Sex is probably phenomenal with this person. There's a lot of sexual activity, fertility. This may be coming up too. This may also be sort of someone you're dealing with who is, again, fertility, the mother, the Empress is coming in. For some of you, for those of you who are young enough, you're wanting to have children, this will definitely be an issue here, Spirit of the Rabbit, in as much as you guys are fertile together, right? So, Spirit of the Witch, there's a feeling of magic here, especially the way the love is with this confluence of strong love and soulmate energy. It is an electrifying kind of feeling of having met the right one. Spirit of the Key, solution, wisdom, spiritual knowledge. Again, it's a feeling of the key, right? Having shown up. This is the key to love, to life for you. Strong soulmate connection here. Feeling of destiny, of really truly meeting one of the great loves of your life. Are you both able to do this? I feel like whatever fear is here, this Nine of Swords, Four of Cups energy and fear that is just here on the edges is so, it will not be able to sort of block the amount of emotion that is here. Sexual, emotional, and psychological and spiritual emotion that is here. I'm going to leave it at that. Libra, this is an incredible reading for August. I don't even know what to say. Check out your twin flame readings, your shadow flame readings on my channel. And that's it, guys. Have an amazing month of August. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Bye-bye now.